Alright, YouTubers, Chief Prepper here. Hopefully you can see me. So, I've made the shelves. What I'm getting ready to do is mark some boards so that I'm ready to basically start screwing the shelves to them. So, when I was making the other video, I failed to have these on, safety glasses. That's one of the things you're always going to want to have. I wear glasses all the time, so I tend to kind of forget that I need them. My eyes are always protected a little bit because I have regular glasses on. If you're going to do anything with power tools or, you know, that kind of thing, then you really should have some safety glasses on. So, in case you're wondering what I just did, I just marked two of the legs. Because I already know how high I want the shelves based on what I'm going to put in them. So the bottom is actually not going to hold anything. Like the bottom, very bottom underneath the shelves, it's actually going to be open. But because of that, I'm actually making it so that I can store empty water containers under there. And then the second shelf is going to have some of the heavy stuff, the crock pot and that kind of thing. And what these lines are going to represent, if you're wondering, is going to be the bottom edge of each shelf. Assuming they're relatively straight, I should be able to just line up the lines on the wood. One leg is definitely not straight, so it might be a little off. I don't know what I'm doing, I missed two. So, once you get stuff lined up like this, then, you know, right. Alright, it's still recording. So, it's one of those things, I have workbenches, but they're all cluttered up. I'm not the neatest person in the world. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to actually double check my measurements. So it's 20, 20, 14, 14, and it should be 12, 12, another, not quite 12, so your shelf's ability to be, what do you call it, level and even is predicated upon some stuff. So if you mark stuff wrong or cut stuff wrong, then wow, that shit's way off. This is why you want to double check your stuff. I'm roughly 1/8 of an inch off. Quarter in some places. Yeah, you always want to do this. You always want to check your stuff. This is called the carpenter square, if you're wondering. It's the thing I talked about yesterday. So, good, still recording. One of the things that I've talked about in other videos is you have to have something to do, even if it's doing nothing, to help manage stress. Some people, well, I don't need to do that. Well, I will tell you that most people do. Doesn't matter what they think. It really doesn't. They think they don't, but they do. Those two line up. There's an off on one. Will be 13. So now that my lines are marked, I can start putting the legs on, which is, it's going to be a thing. But you need to have your happy place. You need to have that place that you can go and you can do something to take your mind off stuff. So, if you guys haven't figured out, this is one of those things for me. So, yeah. I'm probably going to have to do this on the ground. These stupid things stand up. One of the things about working with wood is, like I said yesterday, you can always chop it off, but what you cannot do is add to it. So, this is pine, so you have to be careful that you don't fucking break it. So this is going to be the back. What you can do is, the lines are out, facing out. So I can actually, as long as it doesn't fall. Because it's wood, and wood is erasable, we can do this. We can give you a quick peek at what I'm doing. So now I have that lined up, that line with the bottom edge. In theory, it should work. Let's hope it doesn't make a liar out of me. This is one of the times when you make a mistake that it starts getting expensive, because you gotta undo everything you just did. So, just to make sure, lining up. Use that carpenter square to make sure you're where you need to be. And what I may do is put one screw in, hold it in place, and then I'll work my way down. One of the problems with this is, start moving all this wood around, it starts tweaking and pushing and pulling, and you can break what you just built, especially when you're using pine. Why are you only using one screw in each board? Well, we'll put